Hey air signs, how's it going? Hope you've had a wonderful, wonderful week. Now, welcome back to my lovely viewers who normally tune in and watch me and spend time, and welcome to any new people, and also welcome cross-watchers. Join the party, the more the merrier, absolutely. So air signs, this is a week ahead energy read for Gemini, Libra and Aquarius. Not time specific, but I trust if the title of the read resonates with you, that's when you're meant to receive the message that I'm giving here. For anybody who hasn't seen the channel or hasn't visited the channel before, I normally meditate, I meditate on the cards, pre-shuffle, and I take the jumpers and do a quick recce of the cards before I start the recording. I will say though, doing a quick recce of the cards never does me any favours whatsoever, because when I start reading, any pre-thoughts that I had on the way the reading was going goes out the window and something else completely different takes over. So with that being said, got an interesting read here, but I'm going to just pull, I've shuffled these already, but let me do it one more time. I'm going to pull Wisdom of the Oracle here, just to see if we can't infuse an extra energy into this read for Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, please. And that's the air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Well, I woke up this morning to let the cat out, guys, and let me tell you, there was mist lying really low on the ground. It was really quite magical. It was almost saying, hello, winter's here. It was beautiful, and it was around midday when it decided to lift properly. So, yeah, really magical mist that was around this morning. Oh, look, we've got no place like home, air signs. Do you know what I'm going to say about this card, no place like home? And the first thing I'm getting is, yeah, no place like home, but look at it. That house is up in the air. Where is home for you? Home is inside us, isn't it? It doesn't matter where you are, where you go. If you're running away, run away, because there is no place like home. If you run away, wherever you go, there you are. Whatever it is you're running from still has to be dealt with. So no place like home. I would say that is you. Home is within us, all air signs. Beautiful, beautiful card. I feel compelled to take one more, so I'm going to. Yeah, no place like home. And we take our home with us. It's an internal thing, home, isn't it? Although, we're brought up to think that home is something that surrounds us, that we live in, bricks and mortar, with a roof, windows and a door. No, home is definitely inside us. It's in the heart, it's in the soul, it's a feeling, it's peace. And we take it wherever we go. Right, what have we got? Here and now. So be present. It's about mindfulness, this card, I would say. It's about keeping yourself focused on what's going on right here, right now. No good looking to the future, because nobody knows what's going to go on then. Certainly not under the current climate. None of us know anything for sure at the moment. So yeah, here and now, absolutely keep yourself focused on the present. With that being said, let's get focused on the present. So, like I said, meditated, cards have jumped out, so let's go. We've got two cards that jumped out in the past, present and future. Just let me go over this really quickly. They're not rigid. These are energies, so they're fluid. Energy is not linear, so you'll get residual from last week flowing into this week, coming, and maybe into the week ahead. So yeah, it's a constant movement. It's all about choices and the things that and our options that decide decides what happens. So we've got past departing energy. We've got 10 of Swords, and we've got 4 of Pentacles. Now this is a card of completion, and it's a card of walking into a brighter day. This is a end of a cycle. You know, you've done what you've got to do, and something else is emerging. It's coming forward, it's coming towards you. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a new job. It could be a plethora of things. It's going to be different for all of you. But yeah, this is you walking into a brighter day, in, you know, having learned lessons. But you're going into the brighter day. You're going into the future with, you know, you're holding things quite close to your chest here. We've got the Four of Pentacles, which is about stability. And, you know, in order, whatever lessons are that you've learned here, you are going to take them with you, and you're going to keep them close to your chest for now, you know, to see how things in the future reveal themselves to you, how they materialize, what happens. But it doesn't seem that you're not going gung-ho. It's very measured. You're looking for stability here. You're wanting to go forward with stability into stability. So yeah, that's what we've got in the departing energy. In the present coming in energy, we've got 3 cards that flew out. We've got the Five of Swords, the Lovers, and the Chariot. So let's pick them all up here. So as you can see, Five of Swords is about change. And, you know, of course there's change going to happen. You're at the end of a cycle, so that's inevitable. There's nothing you can do to negate that. So Five of Swords, but it looks like it's giving you a bit of a headache here, because obviously, you know, change is difficult, isn't it? And especially if we're trying to maintain a degree of stability, as the Four of Pentacles is showing us here. So yeah, it's not smooth sailing for you. It's maybe a move that you're making that you're reluctant to make, and I suspect that's why you're keeping things close to your chest, because they're not sitting comfortably with you yet. The Lovers is here. The Lovers is about duality and balance. I don't think it's about romance in this read. This is about you trying. With your Four of Pentacles, you embarking on maybe a new. You're embarking on a new cycle here with your cards, you know, very close to your chest, because, you know, maybe you are unsure of how things are going to go and how things will materialize. So it's giving you a bit of a headache, I would say, but you're trying to find your balance. The Lovers is here saying that, you know, there is perhaps a partnership that you have to think about. There's definitely duality here, and it's all about finding your balance in order to move forward in this new way. And I think that's what's causing you a slight bit of angst at the moment. However, you've also got the charity. Put my teeth back in. You've also got the Chariot, which is about advancement. It's about going forward. It's about progression. So although you do have a bit of a headache at the moment, you know, and you are trying to seek your balance, you know, advancement is inevitable. I will say you hold the reins here. So you determine how slow or how fast you would like the progression to take place. So don't go giving yourself a headache, and please don't feel that, you know, it's all a problem ahead of you. It's not. The timing is in your hands. You need to remember that. So you decide how fast or how slow, rein it in, you'd like to go. You know, and I would take that as a real comfort, the Chariot being there. But it's advancement regardless. You know, it's going forward, and it is change, absolute change here. But, you know, if you're feeling uncomfortable with how it's come about, how fast it's come about, you decide if you need to rein it in or not. You know, it's within your power. So, yeah, great. Now, the outcome position, we've got the High Priestess. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. High Priestess is about intuition. It's also about mystery. It's perhaps about maybe not knowing how it's going to turn out. Maybe being or trying to be okay with how it's going to turn out. You know, the High Priestess, she is an intuitive person. you know, in the depiction in this particular deck of the High Priestess, she's got her eyes closed, but there are eyes tattooed on her eyelids. So her eyes may be closed and her intuition is at work, but she is all-seeing, all-knowing. And that is what intuition is all about. I'm going to bring in the here and now with this card, because do you need to know everything? You know, while we're focusing on the future, what could be, what would be, what can be, what can't be, we're forgetting about the here and now. And the here and now is exactly what we need to deal with before we get to the future. So don't forget, you know, while you're thinking, while you're keeping all those cards close to your chest because you're not sure how things are going to unfold, do take heed of the here and now. You know, this card is saying keep it present, address the things you can now, here, that are pertinent to you now, rather than looking too far ahead. And do take solace in the fact that you do have your intuition working here, and that you are all seeing, all knowing. And you know what, at your own pace, air signs, don't forget that. That's important, because I think the Five of Swords saying here, there is change. You're perhaps angsting over it, so do go at your own pace, but keep it present. Also, don't focus too far ahead, because you know that could change. You know, certainly under the current circumstances, under the current climate, with you know, our second lockdown now, our tier 2 or tier 3, I can't even remember. We've heard so many tiers going on at the moment. Do remember though that there is no place like home, and it doesn't matter what happens. It doesn't matter what happens in the future. You know, regardless of what happens in the future, you are always home. Home is within you. Don't forget, that's really, really important. So, and here and now, keep yourself. Intuition, the High Priestess, the within. You know, go within or go without. That's what they say. So don't forget to nurture your soul. So yeah, no place like home and here and now, really good, very pertinent to the read as well. You know, the overall arching energy of the read, air signs, I couldn't have wanted better to come out for this, because I can see that there's a bit of anxiety going on. You got the World. What can I say? Harmony, balance, fulfillment. So if you are angsting that a new cycle is upon you, and of course the Five of Swords is here saying there is, worry not, because things will balance out, things will even out. You know, think the wheel will keep it, you know, it will keep on turning, and fulfillment is here for you. I've just looked on the card underneath the World here, and we've got the King of Pentacles. And so you've got knowledge, you've got wisdom, you've got intelligence here. You know, you're solid. You might be having a bit of a wobble because you're on a new cycle, a new journey at the moment, but you know your stuff, so absolutely don't worry, air signs. Really, really beautiful. Right, as with all general reads, it won't resonate with all, but do take the nuggets that do resonate with you and use them as stepping stones to propel yourself forward. You know, this channel is all about enriching, elevating each other. So do leave your comments and you know, answer each other's comments. Use it as a platform for helping each other. Right, let's see what the Animal Oracle has for you. One final nugget for you to take into next week with you, air signs. Right, let's go. Wow. I think we've got 2 there, or have we got 3? Well, that's plenty. And it was immediate. They're not hanging around for you here. Trust in the divine detours, the coyote. Absolutely trust in the divine detours. There is change afoot here. And if it's not a change in the direction you want to go in, or perhaps we're expecting to go in, know that this detour is here for a reason. These things happen so we learn, in order to set us on our right path. Perhaps we're, you know, when we're walking a path that isn't necessarily for our better, for our highest good, you know, Spirit will give us a detour in order to learn another lesson and to set us back on the path that we're supposed to be on. So really, really fantastic card there. And you've got to let it shine. Let it shine. You know, this change, you know, it can be anything you want it to be. And, you know, take your no place like home. Take you and, you know, within yourself. There, look, even the colours marry well there. The peacock spirit. Shine bright, air signs, because although you've got a new cycle and I know you're angsting about it, the King of Pentacles is sitting underneath the world here, and you do remember, you know your stuff, you're intelligent, you have the wisdom, so let yourself shine and shine bright as you should. Really beautiful. Right, well that's all I've got for you folks. I hope that meant something to some of you, and I'll be here same time, same place next week. Anybody interested in the personal, my details are below, and you know, appreciation here for your like, shares and subscribe. Really, really appreciate it. And all that remains for me to say now is take care of yourselves and each other. Toodle pip.